So they've just announced that we are going to be starting the varsity end of things. Isaiah Mitchell and Justin Wheelock of New Hampton have reported at the scorer's table, and we are about ready to get things underway here tonight for Northeast Iowa Conference Wrestling in the 2013-2014 season. Isaiah Mitchell will put on the red leg band, and putting on the green leg band will be Justin Wheelock. Wheelock again at 5-1, a senior. Mitchell at 1-4, a freshman. And we're about ready to get things underway here in Oelwein for the first Northeast Iowa Conference duel of the year. And there's the whistle, and we're underway finally with varsity wrestling competition. Wheelock again at 5-1. Mitchell at 1-4. Wheelock in on a shot. Mitchell able to get the hips back, but Wheelock trying to counter Mitchell getting that leg. Wheelock has yet to free that leg from Isaiah Mitchell, and now he's able to do it with 1:26 left here in the first period of a scoreless match. Isaiah nice and aggressive to start that match out. Here is Wheelock in on a shot once again. Mitchell counters with the front headlock, and they go out of bounds with 1:11 to wrestle in the period. It is scoreless between Decorah and New Hampton. It's Mitchell and Wheelock starting things off at 1:38 tonight. That means we will go 1:45 for the second duel and 1:52 for the third duel. As outside single tried by Isaiah Mitchell, but controlling the hips off of that shot is Wheelock. Wheelock now has control of the leg of Mitchell, and he's getting back points right now as he's cradled him up. A takedown and at least 2 back points for Wheelock. Wheelock still has the leg tied up right now as Mitchell finally able to belly out of that and get out of trouble. The hold still applied right now, and the back points have not been awarded yet, so it's still 2-0 on the scoreboard. Now they're going to make it 5-0 with the 3 back points. 17 seconds left here in the period. Isaiah got in on a couple of shots early on, but failed to finish them. 8 seconds left here in the period. Wheelock in the top position, and the period will come to a close. It's a 5-0 lead for Wheelock. North Fayette Valley has just taken a 6-0 lead on Oelwein. So 5-0 lead for Wheelock as the official heads over to the scorer's table to make sure which team has the choice. Coach Friedoff assesses the situation. And frankly, I'm not sure what the confusion is right now. The official is out. And the choice will be New Hampton's. They defer. And Isaiah Mitchell will go both up, but Wheelock right in on a single. Isaiah trying to stop the penetration by grabbing the left shoulder of Wheelock. Wheelock has Isaiah's leg split and gets the takedown to make it a 7-2 lead with 1:38 left here in the second period. And they go out of bounds. So quick takedown for Wheelock right off the whistle here in the second period to make it 7-2. And the scoreboard operator asleep over there at the table once again. Mitchell tries to sit out off the whistle, but Wheelock able to control the hips. Isaiah gets up to a tripod position, but Wheelock off to the side, able to knock him off his base. Isaiah trying to get to his feet, does so, turns and faces, and will get the escape. Frankly, Wheelock let him go more than anything, and it's now a 7-1 lead. They put 8-0 on the board. Amazing how some people know how to tie their shoes. Wheelock once again in on a double leg shot. Steps up to a peek through position now. Trying to put Isaiah on his head on the side of the mat, but they're going to rule it a potentially dangerous situation with 44 seconds to wrestle here in the second period. 7-1. Wheelock leading Mitchell. Forehead-to-forehead tie with Wheelock and Mitchell. Isaiah gets in on a shot, but Wheelock able to control the head. Now has a headlock of Mitchell. He was looking for the throw. He didn't finish the shot, though. Isaiah grabs the leg of Wheelock, trying to circle around with 15 seconds left in the period. But Wheelock reaches out and stops the momentum by grabbing at Mitchell's legs. Mitchell still has the leg locked of Wheelock. That's why he can't move around and get a takedown in this situation. But the period will come to a close as Wheelock leads it by a 7-1 margin. Isaiah definitely hasn't wrestled scared. He's gotten in a few times, but Wheelock has been able to counter them well as Wheelock goes down to start the third period. Mitchell covers, whistle blows. We're underway with the third period of wrestling. Mitchell trailing Wheelock by a 7-1 margin. Mitchell riding. Now has him locked up and tries to put him back, and there's a reversal, though, for Wheelock. Wheelock able to get the reversal to make it 9-1. Getting himself a 4-point victory if the score can stand here. Wheelock with the knee between the legs of Mitchell. Trying to work off to the side once again. Isaiah not doing much down low. Isaiah trying to get back to his base with 1:10 left here in the period. Wheelock has the upper body locked up. Now he's off chest to chest. Has Isaiah on his back. He's getting back points as we speak. Isaiah able to belly out of that one. 3 back points given to Wheelock, and it's now 12-1. Oelwein getting a fall at 1:45. That's the noise you're hearing right now. 12-1 the score. Wheelock working a little 2-on-1. Mitchell trying to break free. Wheelock turns and faces, doesn't let him escape, and now Mitchell just steps into a throw. Isaiah on his back once again with 28 seconds left in the period, and the fall for Wheelock. Justin Wheelock of New Hampton improves to 6-1 on the season with a fall in 5:34 over Isaiah Mitchell, and it's a 6-0 lead for New Hampton as we move on to 1:45. Adam Werzer, a sophomore for New Hampton at 2-3. Kennedy Folkedahl, a senior for Decorah at 2-3. Both men out on the mat. Whistle blows, and we're underway at 1:45. New Hampton has taken a 6-0 lead at 1:38 with the Justin Wheelock fall over Isaiah Mitchell. Forehead-to-forehead tie at the edge of the mat, reaching for a shot as Werzer not able to finish. They both go out of bounds. 1:46 left here in the period. Got a restart in the center. Kennedy down to a knee. We're trying to level change. Locking up the head as Werzer trying to circle around and look to reach for that leg to cover him up. Both men return to their feet and now break away. So a scoring chance there for Werzer, but No points given, and it's still 0-0 as they wrestle in the center of the mat. A forehead-to-forehead tie once again. Wurzer, a sophomore. Folkedahl, a senior. Kennedy reaches for a shot. Countered by a headlock by Wurzer. Wurzer spins around, and both men face-to-face and break away. With a minute left here in the period. A 6-0 lead for New Hampton in the duel. And this is the second weight class we are wrestling tonight at 145. Kennedy reaching for a shot, able to get to the leg for the first time. Gets Wurzer up in the air, tries to switch it off to a double. Wurzer faces and runs away. Kennedy able to take him down, but too late after both men went out of bounds with 45 seconds left here in the period. So a restart with 45, 0-0 the score. Here at 145. Chickasaws are giving up 3 weight classes here tonight. Forehead-to-forehead tie for both men. Kennedy reaching for a shot once again. Kennedy now able to trip him up, grabbed him around the hip and took him right down. Kennedy gets the first takedown of the night for Decorah, and he's immediately off to the side trying to get the arm up on the back. Able to get the arms free is Wurzer, but Kennedy grabs the arm and now has Wurzer on his back. The period is running out, and I believe the period will close out before Kennedy can get the fall, but he's able to get 3 back points at the end of period number 1, and it's a 5-0 lead for Decorah. New Hampton leads the duel 6-0. We started at 38. It was a Wheelock fall of Isaiah Mitchell. And now Kennedy Folkedahl with a 5-0 lead on Wurzer here at 45. It's Folkedahl's choice. He goes both up to start the second period. Forehead-to-forehead tie once again. Reaching for a shot is Wurzer. Kennedy able to counter. Kennedy gets to the leg of Wurzer, drags him back from the edge of the mat. Kennedy trying to finish on this shot, trips him up, takes him down. Another takedown for Kennedy Folkedahl, and it's a 7-0 lead. Kennedy goes right for that half, and he's out chest to chest, and he's got Wurzer on his back now. Folkedahl has Wurzer on his back, has at least 3 back points. The official town taking a good look, and a fall for Kennedy Folkedahl in 2:41. They're at 1:45. Kennedy Folkedahl evens up the duel at 6-6 with a fall in 2:41 over Adam Wurzer of New Hampton. And let's move on to 152 now. This should be Alec Felschul, who wrestled very well down at West Delaware this past weekend. It's Alec Felschul and Cody Wuchter for New Hampton. Wuchter, a senior at a 2-1. Alec Felschul, a junior at 3-2 for Decorah. Scramble situation. They both go out of bounds 8 seconds in. No score here at 152. Felschul finished second down at West Delaware. Felschul looking for a throw. And on the edge of the mat, he's got Wuchter on his back. Alec just threw him. He's out chest to chest. The official down taking a close look, and there's the fall. Wuchter steps into a throw for Felschul, and Felschul gets the fall here at 152. And Decorah takes a 12-6 lead. So Alec Felschul improves to 4-2 on the season, getting a fall. We talked about his weekend down at West Delaware. And the only kid he lost to was the Bush kid from Davenport Assumption, who's probably one of the favorites at 52-2A to win the state title. So Alec Felschul continuing his good start to the season. Now let's move on to 160. Cody Rittner and Michael Kramer. Kramer a senior at 7-0. Rittner a senior at 3-3 to this point. Other mats still at 52 at 6-6 between Oelwein and North Fayette Valley. So 12-6, Decorah with the lead. At 138, Justin Wheelock of New Hampton, a fall over Isaiah Mitchell of Decorah. At 1:45, Kennedy Folkedahl fall over Adam Werzer of New Hampton. At 1:52, Alec Felschul for Decorah with a fall over Cody Wuchter, and it only took 28 seconds to get there. So out of bounds they go. Minute 30 left here in the period. It's a scoreless match between Rittner and Kramer. A pair of seniors now. Rittner has the head now, goes down to a leg, has the leg of Kramer. Kramer with that leg around the neck of Rittner. He's able to escape that grip. Rittner on the mat with the head between the legs of Kramer. Kramer goes to the crotch area and gets himself a stalemate with 1:03 left here in the period. Scoreless match between Decorah and New Hampton. They're at 160. We started at 138. Decorah leading the duel 12-6. Both men in an ear-to-ear tie as they work towards the side of the mat right now. And out of bounds they go. 46 seconds left here in the period. 12-6. Decorah with the lead here at 160. Kramer and Rittner. Rittner with the ear-to-ear tie. Goes back to the forehead-to-forehead tie. Rittner reaching, trying to get the arm free. Both men still tied up. Rittner reaches for a shot. Kramer able to get the hips back. They're still ear-to-ear with 20 seconds left here in the period. Kramer has the underhooks in right now. Rittner reaches for a shot, not able to do anything. Now Rittner with the underhooks in. Kramer trying to lunge a bit. Can't make anything happen, and we will go to the second period scoreless between Rittner and Kramer. Now at the flurry at the end of the first period, Rittner got an outside single in, but did not finish the shot in time to score any points. So 0-0 as we go to the second period. New Hampton's choice, they defer, and Rittner is going to go down to start the second period. 12-6, Decorah leads the duel. Wheelock over Mitchell at 138. At 145, Decorah a fall from Kennedy Folkedahl at 145. And Alec Felschul with a fall at 152. A quick escape for Cody Rittner. And it's a 1-0 lead. Rittner reaches back, gets the head of Kramer. They go out of bounds. Rittner lands on top of Kramer as they went out of bounds, but both men had stepped beyond the circle before the opponent fell. So it remains 1-0 a neutral start in the center of the mat. Cody controlling the head. Decorah coaching snap, imploring him to try a snap down here. Now Kramer with the underhooks in once again, and they go out of bounds. Minute 27 left in the second period, and Kramer being implored by Coach Nick Heeman to wrestle in the center of the mat. Kramer trying to throw by. Kramer able to lock up Rittner, and Rittner's on his back. No back points awarded, I don't think, or they did give him two. So Kramer with the tough takedown and 2 near fall points. And he takes 4-1 lead on Cody Rittner on the side of the mat with 1 minute left here in the second period. Rittner trying to get to his feet. Kramer still with the arms around the torso of Rittner. They get to their feet, but they go out of bounds. So Rittner still in the down position with 46 seconds left here in the second period. 4-1 the lead for Kramer. A 4-point move. On the edge of the mat, Rittner quickly to his feet, turns and faces, gets the escape to make it 4-2. 4-4. Forehead-to-forehead tie with Rittner and Kramer. Rittner with 2 escapes. Kramer with the takedown and 2 near fall points. Kramer tried that throw once again, didn't work. 23 seconds left here in the period. Decorah leading the duel 12-6. Kramer leading the match here at 164-2. It will be Kramer's choice in the third period. Ear-to-ear tie with 10 seconds left here in the period. And Kramer and Rittner go out of bounds with 8.5 seconds left in the period. 4-2 the lead for Kramer. Rittner yet to take him down in the first 4 minutes of this match. And the whistle blows, signifying the end of the second period. It's a 4-2 lead for Michael Kramer as they go to the third. Kramer asking his coaches what he should do. And Kramer is going to go down to start the third period. Rittner covers. And we start the third period. Kramer quickly to his feet, trying to get some hand control. Rittner behind him. Kramer able to circle around and escape to make it a 5-2 advantage for Kramer. Decorah leading the duel 12-6. We're 3 matches in. This is the 4th match of the night as we wrestle at 160. Forehead to forehead tie once again. Kramer with one powerful move that has gotten him the lead to this point. A 4-point move at the midway point of the second period. It was 0-0 at the end of the first period. Ear to ear with Rittner and Kramer once again. Minute 15 left here in the third period. 5-2 the score. And Kramer is hanging on those ties, and Rittner not being able to do anything with them. 1:07 left here in the third period. Forehead to forehead tie once again. Cody working a 2-on-1 on the wrist of Kramer, trying to control that. Ear-to-ear tie once again with 50 seconds left in the period. Rittner circles around. Both men break free. Edge of the mat they are at. 42 seconds left here in the period. And Coney really hasn't been in on any shots at all. Now reaches for the leg of Kramer. Not able to finish the shot as Kramer gets the hips back. They go out of bounds. 31 seconds rather to wrestle here in the third period, with Kramer leading 5-2. Forehead to forehead tie once again. Kramer has that arm out there. Rittner controlling it, but hasn't been able to hook anything up because of it. 12 seconds left here in the third period. It's a 5-2 lead for Kramer. And they go out of bounds with 7.6 to wrestle here in the third period. And Cody's got to try a desperation move right here. Cody in on a single. Kramer able to get the hips back. Cody turns and faces. Not able to do anything with it. Third period comes to a close, and Kramer gets the victory for New Hampton. Michael Kramer at 160 wins 5-2 over Cody Rittner to make it 12-9. As we move on to 170, this is Jared Adam for Decorah. And scheduled to go is Kyle Blaylock for New Hampton. Blaylock is 4-2 and a senior. And Jared Adams is a senior at 2-4. Decorah leading the duel 12-9. New Hampton wins from Wheelock at 138 a fall. And Kramer decision at 160. Vikings get falls from Kennedy Folkedahl at 145 and Alec Felstruel at 152. We're underway here at 170. Adam and Blaylock, a pair of seniors. Blaylock at 4-2. Adam at 2-4. Reaching for a shot. There is Blaylock. Adam trying to get the hips back. Blaylock still with control of the leg of Adam. Adam trying to break free of that and spin around. He does have the head stuffed. As Blaylock is on the mat right now, Adam tries to turn and face, but doesn't keep the hip pressure down, and Blaylock gets to his feet, and we're scoreless still with 1:11 to play, or to wrestle here in the first period. Adam reaches for a shot. Blaylock able to get the hips back. Both men fighting ties right now. 58 seconds left here in the period. Out of bounds they go with 54 seconds left in the period. Scoreless at 170. We started at 138, and Decorah leads by a 12-9 margin. .45 seconds left here in the period. Blaylock controlling the wrist of Adam. Adam able to break that control free. Both men continuing a forehead-to-forehead tie. Blaylock tries the throw by, shucking that wrist away. He gets to the leg of Adam, but Adam able to get the front headlock, trying to stuff the head, but he's not able to do anything with it as both men return to their feet with 20 seconds left here in the period. Offensive moves by both wrestlers to this point, but neither man has been able to score. 10 seconds left here in the period. Now 6 seconds left in the period. It's a 12-9 lead for Decorah in the duel. And here's a late takedown as Blaylock controlled the wrist of Adam, pulled him down, circled around, and got a takedown with 1 second left in the period. And Blaylock will take a 2-0 lead. Adam defers to start the second period. Blaylock's choice, he will go down. North Fayette Valley with a 15-6 lead on Oelwein as they wrestle at 170. Quickly to his feet is Blaylock, but hip pressure applied by Adam. He's able to throw him back down to the mat. Adam reaching for the wrist of Blaylock. He has them, hasn't been able to do anything with them. Blaylock gets the wrist free. Adam able to throw Blaylock down once again, but Blaylock escapes the grip, turns and faces, gets the escape to make it a 3-0 lead for Blaylock. 1:30 left here in the second period. New Hampton trying to tie or take the lead as Blaylock able to chop Adam down, and Adam gives up another takedown to make it 5-0 now with 1:18 left here in the second period. Decorah leading the duel 12-9. Blaylock leading Adam here at 170 by a 5-0 margin. Ball and chain tilt here for Blaylock. He's got Adam on his back. He's able to get the 3 back points. Hold still applied. He still has that arm up on the back. The grip now broken and 3 back points awarded for Blaylock, and it's a 8-0 lead for Kyle Blaylock here at 170. Jared Adams still on his belly. Getting the arm up on the back once again is Blaylock. Locks it up and pins Adam. Jared Adam loses by fall to Kyle Blaylock in 3:27 here at 170, so New Hampton back on top by a 15-12 margin. Second fall of the night for the Chickasaws, the other coming for Justin Wheelock at 138 pounds. So let's move on to 182. Kyle Hageman, the senior for Decorah, at 2-2. And I believe they announced Chase Bethany, a junior, at 3-4, wrestling here at 182 for New Hampton. So Bethany was listed as their 195-pounder, but I believe they announced it at 182. Both men go out of bounds with 1:42 left in the period. Hageman at 2-2. Bethany on the season right now at 3-4. 1:30 left here in the period. A 15-12 lead in the duel for New Hampton. New Hampton is giving up 3 weight classes tonight. One of them will be 220. .108 left here in the first period. Both men continuing to work a forehead-to-forehead tie. Getting to a leg this time is Bethany. Hageman able to stuff the head, trying to circle his way around. Both men go out of bounds. This is Chase Bethany, just double checking on Track Wrestling. Bethany was listed at 195. Sean Truan is the next man in line for Decorah. 38 seconds left here in the period. Scoreless here at 182 in the first period. Decorah trailing the duel by a 15-12 margin. Forehead tie once again. Bethany reaching for a leg. Hageman able to stuff the head, try to circle around, but doesn't put the hip pressure down, and both men get to their feet and go out of bounds. 21 seconds left here in the period. 15-12. New Hampton leads the duel. We're scoreless here at 182 between Hageman and Bethany. Forehead tie once again with 8 seconds left in the period. Bethany trying for a throw, not able to accomplish the task. Both men remain on their feet, and we go scoreless as we go to the second period. Bethany and Hageman here at 182 for the Vikings. New Hampton defers their choice, and Hageman going to go down to start the second period. Quick recap in case you're just joining us. Justin Wheelock at 138 for New Hampton, a fall over Isaiah Mitchell of Decorah. 145, Kennedy Folkedahl, a fall for Decorah over Adam Werzer of New Hampton. At 152, Alec Belstrel for Decorah with a fall over Cody Wuchter of New Hampton. Michael Kramer of New Hampton at 160 with a decision victory over Cody Rittner. At 170, Kyle Blaylock of New Hampton with fall over Jared Adam of Decorah, and that's where we sit. 15-12 New Hampton. With a minute 47 left here in the second period. Hageman trying to spin around, but Bethany has a leg in, trying to lock something up high. He has control of the left wrist, now gets a half in on Hageman. Trying to work off to the side, doesn't finish the half, now reaches back for the wrist from the top position. Bethany continuing to work off for the side. Puts the left wrist around behind the right shoulder of Hageman. Now going for a little crossface, and Hageman gets cradled up. Hageman is on his back right now, and Bethany gets a fall. Chase Bethany at 182 earns the fall over Kyle Hageman in 2:53. And the Chickasaws take a 21-12 lead on Decorah. Hageman was one of those wrestlers that was in on a few things, didn't finish a few things, and ultimately paid for it, as Sean Truen going out, and he will get a forfeit at 195. So Truen gets a forfeit at 195. So that'll make it 21-18. And now Riley Rue has checked in at the table at 220. I'm wondering if he's getting a forfeit as well. He will. When's the last time you've seen New Hampton give up back-to-back forfeits at the upper weight classes? Now let's go to 285. Cole Headington for Decorah. He's 2-0 on the JV thus far this year. He will take on Lincoln Weber of New Hampton. Lincoln Weber is 1-3. He is a junior. Cole Headington, a sophomore with a record of 2-0. And here we go at 285 with Decorah now leading the duel by a 24-21 margin. Couple of forfeits at 95 and 220. Cole Headington getting the hip backs on a shot attempt by Weber. Now has the arm locked up. Weber trying to reach back. Headington grabs the head, circles around, and gets a takedown. So Cole gets a takedown. I believe this is his first varsity match. He takes a 2-0 lead. Now he's trying to lock up that half. Has the half in. Now works off to the side. Loses the grip on the half. But Cole being pretty active up top. Cole now trying to cradle up Lincoln. Couple of pretty big young men on the mat right now. Trying to lock up the half on the one side was Headington. He was unable to do it there. He's trying to lock it up once again with 53 seconds left. He's He's riding parallel right now, but he's trying to lock up halves from side to side, so the referee is continuing to let him wrestle. New Hampton coaching staff complaining for inactivity. Now he cradles up his opponent Weber, and he has him almost to his back. Now he's off chest to chest. Now he's getting back points. Headington has Weber on his back. He's got the 3 if he's able to finish. The official time taking a long peek. Headington gets the half in. He had him chest to chest for a second, didn't finish it. He'll try again for a third time. He's got Weber on his back, but Weber doing a good job of fighting off for the time being. And the end of the period will save Weber. Headington got a quick takedown and just frankly kind of beat on Weber for the majority of that period, but he wasn't able to finish with the fall. A 5-0 lead for Cole Headington, and there's some blood time as Headington getting cleaned up by the trainer, getting some coaching from Coach Friedoff, coaching staff for New Hampton, talking to Lincoln Weber right now. Decorah leading the duel by a 24-21 margin. Viking victories, Kennedy Folkedahl at 145, Alec Felstroll at 152. They also got forfeits at 185 with Sean Truan and Riley Rue at 220. Starting in the second period, starting in the down position is Weber. That would have been Decorah's choice. Didn't see if Cole deferred, or maybe Cole just decided to go up, which probably wasn't going to be a bad idea here. And here's Cole off to the side trying to lock up that half once again. And now he's off chest to chest, and Weber has had enough, and Headington gets the fall. Cole Headington with a nice fall at 285 in his first varsity match. And Decorah takes a 30-21 lead with Headington's fall at 285. Let's move on to 106 right now. Joe Kanoki fresh off his West Delaware Invitational victory. Kanoki at 3-1. The sophomore is taking on Keegan Tingy, a freshman with a 5-2 record for New Hampton. Kanoki and Tingy here at 106. It's 30-21 Vikings. And I believe New Hampton will give up points, will forfeit at 26 and 32. New Hampton's got an okay amount of kids in the room, but getting those kids to separate the weight classes has been a little difficult here early on in the season, but as often is discussed among wrestling coaches this time of year, early December matches you can rebound from. The ones in February you can't, so it's the old, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that's the philosophy, especially when you're not playing with a full deck early on like the New Hampton Chickasaws are. Out of bounds, Kanoki and Tingy go with 1:23 left here in the period. 30-21 Decorah leading the duel. Kanoki and Tingy scoreless here at 106. Ear-to-ear tie, now a forehead-to-forehead tie with Kanoki and Tingy. Both men break free, still wrestling in the inner circle of the mat. Tingy tried a level change, wasn't able to finish. Both men tying each other up. Kanoki controlling the wrist of Tingy as they wrestle out of bounds in the far side corner. 55.5 to wrestle here in the period. It's a 30-21 lead for Decorah in the duel. It's 0-0 here at 106. Got 13 and 20 to go. I believe, again, New Hampton will give up spots at 26 and 32. Kanoki has the head stuffed of Tingy, but Tingy able to get to his feet once again. With 33 seconds left here in the period. North Fayette Valley leading 21-12 at 195 on Oelwein in the other match right now, as they go off to the side of the mat once again. and out of bounds. 20 seconds left here in the first period at 106. Knoche and Tenge are scoreless. Connor Cleveland is the man on deck for New Hampton, who came into the season ranked number 1 at 106. Very talented sophomore. Joe in on a leg with 10 seconds left in the period, has the leg up in the air. He switches off to the double, trying to cover a leg now, but Tenge gets back to his feet. 2 seconds left here in the period, and not able to finish in time was Joe Knoche, so it's scoreless as we go to period number 2. Knoche and Tenge. New Hampton will defer, and Joe Knoche will take down to start period number 2. (30-21) Decorah leading the duel. Knoche trying to sit out, circling around well that time was Tenge. Tenge with the head in the armpit of Knoche, now trying to cross face, trying to tilt him that way. Joe able to get the arms free, though. Tenge riding parallel now. He moves off to the side. Joe got up to a tripod, but Tenge knocks that one down as they head out of bounds. 1:24 left in the period. Tenge tried a little guillotine on the side, but whistle had blown because both men were out of bounds. Quickly to his feet as Joe turns and faces. He's able to get to his feet and get the escape after he turns and faces. Has the head and arm stuff of Tenge. Gets off to the side and gets a takedown right away. So Knoche, a quick escape, got right in on Tenge and gets an additional takedown to make it 3-0. Tenge quickly to his feet. Joe still with the hand control. Joe able to take him down once again. A locked hands is coming up as Tenge now has Knoche sprawled out. Joe still with control of the leg. Whistle going to blow with 43 seconds left here in the period. And a point coming up for New Hampton as Tenge will get his first point of the match on a locked hands violation by Knoche. 43 seconds left here in the period. It's a 3-1 lead for Joe Knoche, and Tenge will restart in the down position. It'll be Tenge's choice to start the third period when we get to that point. Tenge quickly to his feet. Joe circles behind, still with the hand control to this point. Joe able to switch down to the hips. Has the shoulder into the waist of Tenge. Tenge trying to stop his momentum by grabbing his ankle. Now he splits the legs, looking to grab the far side wrist. Not able to get the far side wrist. Now has the arm bars tied up, but Tenge won't be able to do anything with it. 5 seconds left here in the period. And we go to the third. It's a 3-1 lead for Joe Knoche. An escape and a takedown within about 5 seconds of one another. Got him the lead in the third period, and Tenge's choice, he's going to go neutral on Knoche. 2 minutes left here in the third period. It's a 3-1 lead for Joe Knoche. Tenge looking to get that tying takedown by taking neutral to start the third period. 30-21, Decorah leads the duel. We started at 138. We wrestle at 106. Ear-to-ear tie between both men on the side of the mat. Reaching for a leg that time is Tenge. Not able to finish. Out of bounds they go. 1:35 left here in the period. Forehead-to-forehead tie with both men. Now they break free. Tenge in on a shot. Joe able to get the hips back. Joe gets back to his feet. Tenge steps into some underhooks. Neither man able to score out of it. 1:20 left here in the third period. 1:16 now left in the third period. A 3-1 lead for Joe Knoche. Out of bounds they go with 1:10 left in the period. Tenge continuing to work hard. Getting encouragement from the corner and head coach Nick Heeman. 1:10 left here in the third period. A 3-1 lead for Kanoki. A 30-21 advantage for Decorah in the duel. Tangy able to get to a leg. Kanoki trying to step the head. Tangy loses the grip of the leg. Kanoki grabs the near ankle and the far side wrist. He's trying to circle around. He's able to cover and gets a takedown to make it 5-1. 44 seconds left in the period. A 4-point lead now for Joe Kanoki. Kanoki working behind as a 2-on-1 locked up on the wrist of Tangy. Now he switches off to the other wrist. Tangy able to get to his feet. Joe gets the leg up in the air, but Tangy able to step through and get a reversal. He broke the grip of the hold of Kanoki and gets a reversal. 12 seconds left in the period. Now Joe getting to that peek through position as Tangy riding a little high. 5 seconds left here in the period. 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and that's that. And Joe Kanoki going to get a victory at 1:06 for Decorah. Kanoki with a 5-3 win on Keegan Tangy. And let's head to 113. Carter Hubka for Decorah and Connor Cleveland for New Hampton. Cleveland ranked first coming into the season at 106, even though he's wrestling 113 now. He is 6-0 on the season. Carter Hubka is 2-2 on the season. Got 2 victories on opening night against Vinton and Union. Went 0-2 down at West Delaware last weekend. Scramble situation on the side of the mat. Hubka still has the leg of Cleveland. Carter, if he can pop his head in this situation, he could possibly get a takedown on Cleveland. Has control of both legs. Cleveland able to get the legs back to this point. They wrestle in front of the New Hampton coaches on the side of the mat. Cleveland reaches for the near ankle of Hubka. Hubka loses the grip he had on Cleveland. Cleveland has an underhook on one side reaching for the far ankle. Hasn't been able to do anything with it. We'll see if there's a stalemate called here in the not too distant future. 55 seconds left here in the first period. And they go out of bounds. 48 seconds left in the period. Scoreless as Hubka made things interesting, almost scoring off that scramble situation. Reaching for a leg is Cleveland. Hubka able to control that leg. Cleveland has the near ankle, and now he's looking for a far side cradle on Hubka. Hubka still moving pretty well down low. 18 seconds left in the period. Hubka still has control of the leg of Cleveland, preventing any momentum in that situation. 10 seconds left here in the period. And now Cleveland steps over and gets a leg takedown. Second time tonight, Decorah has given up a takedown with 1 second left in the period. And it's a 2-0 lead for Connor Cleveland. Hubka will defer, and Cleveland will take down it to start the second period. Decorah leading the duel 33-21. We wrestle at 113. We started at 138. Immediately to his feet is Cleveland, but a nice trip by Hubka to take him back down to the mat. Hubka in a parallel ride for the time being, trying to lock something up on the far side. 1:40 left here in the second period. The action is facing away from me right now, so I can't exactly see what's up there. Hubka does have the left arm of Cleveland locked up right now, controlling the wrist, now looking for a cradle. as the knee now lacked in the back, and they're going to rule a stalemate. Not enough activity either way. With 1:12 left here in the second period, a 2-0 lead for Connor Cleveland. He gives up a takedown. Does Hubka with 1 second left in the second period. Cleveland to his feet. Hubka still with the hand control. Hubka shifts down from the hands to the waist and breaks down Cleveland once again. Cleveland bellied out in the center of the mat with 56 seconds left here in the period. Carter's done a pretty good job here in the top position, but hasn't been able to turn him in this position. But he also got the top-ranked kid in the state. Now reaching back for the head is Cleveland. Carter able to escape that grip. Carter with the legs around the upper body of Cleveland as they wrestle on the side of the mat right now. 28 seconds left in the period. And the whistle blows because the action on the other side was dangerously close to the action on this side. So for safety's sakes, both referees blow their whistles. 26.6 left in the second period. Cleveland leading Hubka 2-0, but Carter's done a pretty good job for 1.5 minutes in that top position. Good job of the hand control, good job of hip pressure. Still has that wrist of Cleveland. And Carter trying to get a wrist. Has the leg tied up as well, but won't be able to make it work. And now some back points, but not enough. As Carter had the wrist tied up and was able to turn him, but it was too late for the period. And it is a 2-0 lead as we go to the third period, and the coaching staff will put Carter in the top position. He was pretty good in that top position. But quick off the whistle is Connor Cleveland. But Hubka doing a pretty good job of breaking back down to the mat. Cleveland controlling the right leg of Hubka now. But Hubka still in a controlling position as they wrestle to the side of the mat. And they wrestle out of bounds with 1:41 left here in the third period. Carter Hubka putting up a very good fight over Connor Cleveland right now. And rankings and 50 cents don't even get you a daily newspaper anymore, but this is the top-ranked kid at 106. He's wrestling 113 for New Hampton, but gotta like the fight that Carter Hubka is putting up right now. This is probably one of those matches that New Hampton was counting on perhaps getting 6 points, and Carter perhaps in a position to win. A potentially dangerous call as the wrist and the arm going in a funky situation there as the official blows it dead for safety's sake. 1:22 left here in the third period. A 2-0 lead for Hubka. Hubka doesn't have any control of the wrist anymore as Cleveland able to break those wrists free. Now reaches and grabs that left wrist of Cleveland once again. 59 seconds left in the period. Hubka in a parallel ride. Now it's going to be a stall warning down low on Cleveland. Cleveland able to get to his feet. Hubka still behind. He's able to take him back down. Tried to reach for the half, and it wasn't quite there. 33 seconds left here in the period. Coach Kittleson imploring Carter Hubka to get off to the side. A stall warning given by Hubka, and he wasn't off to the side enough. If Carter was off to the side, you get the feeling that that stall warning wouldn't have come. But 27 seconds left here in the third period. 2-0 the lead for Cleveland. He got a takedown with 1 second left in the first period. Carter trying to stretch out Cleveland once again, trying to cradle him up. He did tilt him at the end of the period, but ran out of time in the second period. Carter trying to hook up a far side cradle once again. Cleveland able to get free for the moment. No points scored as we go to the third period.
bit closing, and Cleveland will beat Hubka tonight by a 2-0 margin, but not too bad of an effort there for Carter Hubka. That makes it 33-24 as Dustin Stortz here at 120 for Decorah. And Jiro Gayton and Dustin Stortz, and here we go at 120. Again, in introductions, this doesn't mean a lot. This could change. The Chickasaws did not introduce anybody at 26 and 32. So it's 33-24. Decorah leading the duel right now. Scramble situation side of the mat. No points scored either way. Gayton having himself a pretty good year to this point. He's 4-0. Devin Stortz, to this point is 1-2. Devin Stortz and Jiro Gayton wrestling here at 113. And on the other mat, North Fayette is leading Oelwein by a 33-21 margin. Caution given to Stortz on the restart with 1:25 left here in the first period. Decorah leading 33-24. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson from Oelwein tonight. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we'll have coverage of the Southwind Wrestling Invitational. You can hear updates on FM 100.5 beginning in the 10 o'clock hour. This year we're going to do top of the hour updates throughout the day. Here's Dustin in on a single. Able to get Guyton's leg up in the air. Guyton's able to get the hips back. Dustin now switches off to a double, is in a peek-through position on the edge of the mat, gets out of the peek-through, covers, goes out of bounds, and they'll give him the 2. And it's a 2-0 lead for Devin Stortz. Devin Stortz at 120 for Decorah, the sophomore at 1-2. Quickly to his feet is Guyton, but Devin down to a double leg to take him back down to the mat as they head out of bounds with 40 seconds left here in the period. Decorah leading the duel 33-24. And again, I believe New Hampton's going to give up 26 and 32. .30 seconds left here in the period. Dustin trying to tilt. Had Guyton on his back for a little bit. And both men return to their feet and they go out of bounds. No change of control awarded, though. 23 seconds left here in the period. A 2-0 lead for Devin Stortz. For Decorah. Decorah will wrestle Oelwein after this, then North Fayette Valley tonight. And the escape awarded to Guyton as he quickly got to his feet. And that makes it 2-1. Ear-to-ear tie. 8 seconds left here in the period. 5 seconds left in the period. Devin in on a late double leg attempt trying to cover. And no points awarded on the side of the mat. And we go to the second period. Stortz leading by a 2-1 margin. New Hampton's choice. And they will go neutral. Actually, New Hampton decides to defer, and Guyton goes down, gets to his feet, gets a quick escape, and that makes it 2-2. So Guyton with 2 escapes. Stortz with a takedown to this point. 33-24, Decorah leads the duel with 2 more weight classes to go. Stortz up in the air with the leg, can't finish the shot. Guyton able to escape the grip as Stortz's arms tied up on the edge of the mat, and they go out of bounds. With 1:33 left here in the second period, we're tied at 2. .127 left here in the period. Guyton controlling the wrist of Stortz, breaks that grip. Stortz now with a shot attempt and a throw attempt, and he's got Guyton on his back. Devin Stortz has Guyton on his back as the arms tied up. The official taking a long look. Guyton has been able to stay out of trouble to this point. Now the head locked up, the arm locked up. Devon's out chest to chest. 53 seconds left in the period. Guyton able to turn and face and able to escape the grip. And an escape for Guyton. And 3 near fall points awarded for Devon Storts, and it's a 7-3 lead as Storts gets a takedown and 3 near fall. Storts looking for his second win, and Guyton is undefeated to this point. Stepping across is Storts. He's got control of both legs. Now Guyton has the underhooks in on Storts. Storts able to get out of trouble there. Guyton loses control of the grip. Storts breaks down Guyton, and Guyton gives up a takedown with 5 seconds left here in the period. And Storts now with a 9-3 lead on Gyro Guyton. We are at 1:20. We have 26 and 32 to go, and the Chickasaws did not introduce anybody at those weight classes. 9-3 Decorah with the lead here at 20. 2 seconds left here in the second period, and now another caution on Storts. He's got to be careful. That's his second one. Storts off to the side, and the second period will come to an end. Nice period there for Storts. 2 takedowns and 3 near fall points. And Decorah with the 9-3 lead. Storts will go both up as we start the third period. The recap of this one: 138, Justin Wheelock for New Hampton, a fall over Isaiah Mitchell of Decorah. 145, Kennedy Folkedahl of Decorah, a fall over Adam Werzer. 152, Alec Belstrow for Decorah, a fall over Cody Wuchter. 160, Michael Kramer, a decision for New Hampton over Cody Rittner. 170, Kyle Blaylock for New Hampton, a fall over Jared Adam. 182, Chase Bethany, a fall for New Hampton over Kyle Hogman. And here's another takedown for Devon Storts, and Storts makes it 11-3. Sean Truan at 195, Riley Rue at 220 were awarded forfeits. At 285, Cole Headington with a fall for Decorah over Lincoln Weber. Joe Kanoki with a decision victory for Decorah at 106 over Keegan Tengi. At 113, Connor Cleveland of New Hampton with a decision victory, a hard-earned decision, 2-0 over Carter Hupka for Decorah. And another caution here on Storts, and that'll be a penalty point as Storts led up Guyton on an optional start, and another caution on the restart, and that makes it 11-5. Storts down to a double, gets to a peek through position, and a potentially dangerous going to be called. So action stops with a minute 14 left here in the third period. And the last the weight class we're at right now, Devon Storts with an 11-5 lead over Gyro Guyton. Storts gets that single leg once again, gets the leg up in the air, and snaps him down and gets another takedown to make it 13-5. 1 minute left here in the third period. Storts has increased the lead to major decision level. As we wrestle on the side of the mat with 48 seconds left here in the third period. 33-24 Decorah with the advantage on New Hampton. The opening night of Northeast Iowa Conference action. Out of bounds they go with 38.8 to wrestle here in the third period. The other duel right now has Oelwein trailing North Fayette Valley by a 33-24 margin. Decorah will wrestle Oelwein next and will wrestle North Fayette Valley after that. Storts working off to the side of Guyton, has a wrist locked up, now trying to tilt him. Perhaps looking for a little ball and chain there. Now he steps over. Storts has the arm locked up, and now we'll run it. Storts trying to step over and get Guyton on his back. Guyton fighting off pretty well, but now Storts being awarded back points. 8 seconds left in the period. And out of bounds they go with 6.5 left in the period. 2 back points awarded to Storts to make it 15-5. 5 of his 15 points via near falls for Devin Stortz. And Stortz steps over. Tries to keep Guyton down, and he's able to do so. And it's a 15-5 victory for Devin Stortz. A major decision, and that gives Decorah a 37-24 advantage. And no matter what happens here as the Chickasaws will send... No matter what happens here, Decorah will get a opening victory here as New Hampton will send a wrestler out. I believe this is Gorman, they announced. Mickelson on the mat. Gives up a takedown here early on. And it's a 2-0 lead for New Hampton. Decorah going to get the victory over New Hampton. This would be their second consecutive dual victory over New Hampton. They won the non-conference duel against New Hampton last year. That was the first time Coach Jeff Friedoff had beaten his alma mater. So a 37-24 win. Or lead for Decorah as Mickelson able to get the escape to make it 2-1. Two-1 the lead, but Decorah will get the dual win over New Hampton to start conference play tonight. The other match right now has North Fayette Valley leading Oelwein by a 39-24 margin. (4-1) the score, 15 seconds left in the period. Colton Mickelson has started his year 1-1. He's a sophomore here at 126 for Decorah. Vikings wrestling without Kellen O'Shea as it's 4-1 going to the period. Neutral start here in the third period, or the second period for Mickelson. 4-1 the lead here on Gorman. Gorman sticking through to a peek through position. Able to turn and cover and take Mickelson down once again. And the lead there is 6-1 now with a minute 27 left here in the period. It's Ryan Gorman for New Hampton. And I believe Drew Bating will wrestle Brendan Numedal at 132. Again, Decorah without Kellen O'Shea, injured his knee in practice this week. He won't be wrestling all this weekend. Carter Zidlicki injured as well, so Cole Headington took the spot at heavyweight, and Headington picked up a fall. Out of bounds they go with 50 seconds left here in the period. A 6-1 lead for Ryan Gorman. as he continues to work off to the side. Mickelson on his belly. Gorman trying to lock something up high in a pinning combination. 26 seconds left in the period. Now he's getting back points as Mickelson off to the side. And out of bounds they go. 21 seconds left in the period. A couple of back points for Ryan Gorman. And now an 8-2 lead. Colton still in the bottom position. Brennan Numedal, a freshman, going to get the call at 132. And now Gorman with a pinning combination locked up once again. Hasn't gotten the back of Mickelson to an angle to get near fall points yet as we hear the whistle in the third period, and it's an 8-1 lead for Gorman, as it'll be Colton's choice, and he's going to take top to start the third period. And a potentially dangerous call as Gorman was trying to get out from the bottom side. The angle on the hold of Mickelson bent the leg at an awkward angle. Quickly to his feet goes Gorman. He's able to get the escape and make it 9-1. But Decorah will get the victory tonight. There will be a match at 132. There was nobody introduced at 26 or 32, but here's a takedown for Gorman. Make it 11-1. I think the coaches want him to let people go as he gets a pinning combination locked up high, has both arms locked up. Trying to get some back points on Mickelson now. Colton is flat on the mat right now. The official down taking a long look, and there's the fall. Ryan Gorman with the fall in 4:57 to make it 37-30. And we head to the final match. It'll be the first varsity match for Brennan Numedal. The freshman for Decorah at 132 will take on Drew Bating. Bating for New Hampton and Numedal for Decorah. It's 37-30. The Vikings with the advantage. Here's Bating in on a single leg. Numedal trying to stuff the head and circle around. Has the arm locked up, and he continues in motion. Now gets to a leg of Bating. Trying to get that leg up in the air. And now Bating gets a takedown and has Numedal on his back. He's split. He's got the legs split. With the legs controlling the arms of Numedal. 2 back points awarded. And now Numedal is sitting in a peek-through position. Bating still has control of the legs. Numedal trying to tilt back and perhaps get some back points in this situation, but he hasn't gotten any control. He loses his grip, and Bating able to turn and cover with 55 seconds left in the period. So out of all that scrambling, it ends up being a 4-0 lead for Drew Bating for New Hampton. Bating still working off to the side, controlling the hip on one side, has an underhook in on the other. Getting to his feet is Brennan Numedal, and Numedal will turn and face and get an escape to make it 4-1. Bating makes it 4-1. Forehead to forehead tie with Bating and Numedal. Reaching for a shot as Brennan won't be able to quite get there as Bating gets the hips back. 12 seconds left here in the period. 4-1 the lead for Drew Bating. And the period now comes to a close as Baiting leads Numedal by a 4-1 margin. Numedal getting the nod, replacing the injured Kellen O'Shea at 132 pounds. Kellen told me prior to tonight's meet he'll find out more about his knee on Monday. We hope for the best in that situation as Numedal starts in the bottom position. He gets to his feet, but chopping him back down with a trip is Baiting as they go out of bounds with 1:51 left in the second period. Back to the center they go. Breaking down, Numedal is Baiting, but Brennan able to get to his feet once again, and out of bounds they go. No change of control, though. It's 1:43 left here in the period. 4-1 the lead for Baiting, 37-30 the victory. It will be a victory for Decorah. The margin yet to be determined. Be the second straight time that Decorah will beat New Hampton as Coach Friedoff beat his alma mater for the first time in a duel last year. As now Baiting has Numedal locked up. Numedal trying to kick free out of the cradle. But a tight lock up from Baiting. The official down taking a long peek. Switching sides to sides with 1:50 left here in the period. Near side cradle established here for Baiting, and there's the fall. 3:03 the fall for Baiting, but Decorah will win the opening Northeast Iowa Conference duel 37-36 over New Hampton. Here are the results at 1:38. Justin Wheelock of New Hampton wins by a fall in 5:34 over Isaiah Mitchell of Decorah. At 1:45, Kennedy Folkedahl of Decorah wins by a fall in 2:41 over Adam Werzer of New Hampton. At 1:52, Alec Felschul of Decorah with a fall in 28 seconds over Cody Wuchter of New Hampton. At 1:60 was Michael Kramer of New Hampton with a 5-2 win over Cody Rittner of Decorah. At 1:70, Kyle Blaylock of New Hampton with a fall in 3:27 over Jared Adam of Decorah. At 1:82, Chase Bethany of New Hampton with a fall in 2:53 over Kyle Hageman of Decorah. The Vikings got forfeits at 1:95 from awarded to Sean Truen, and at 2:20 awarded to Riley Root. At 2:85, Cole Headington with a fall in 2:27 over Lincoln Weber of New Hampton. At 1:06, Joe Kanoki with a 5-3 victory over Keegan Tengi of New Hampton. At 1:13, hard-fought match Connor Cleveland of New Hampton, winning 2-0 over Carter Hubka of Decorah. At 1:20, Devin Storts with a major decision victory for Decorah over Gyro Gayton 15-5. At 1:26, Ryan Gorman of New Hampton with a fall in 4:57 over Colton Mickelson of Decorah. And at 1:32, Drew Baiting of New Hampton with a fall over Brendan Numedal of Decorah in 3:03. But Decorah wins the opening Northeast Iowa Conference duel 37-36. It'll be Decorah and Oelwein here in the not-too-distant future. So I'd say maybe 10-15 minutes from now we'll be back on the air. We'll send you back to some Christmas music, and we'll join you once again at about 7:45 or so with tonight's second duel of the night between Decorah and Oelwein. We'll do that next on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah.
some special folks here tonight, the Oelwein alumni wrestlers. So when you call your name, would you stand up or wave or something? The following wrestlers at Oelwein. Monty Barker, class of 69, wrestles at 175. Ron Reisner, class of 68, wrestles 103. Steve Silver, class of 69, was heavyweight. Dan Welch, class of 67, wrestles 95 to 145. Ryan Byerly, class of 2012, wrestles 103 to 145. Adam Byerly, class of 2007, wrestles 103 to 119. Brad Byerly, class of 2010, wrestles 215 to 285. Dan Dudley, class of 98, wrestles 119 to 135. Ron James, class of 65, was heavyweight. Tom Mason, class of 62, heavyweight. Mike Puck, class of 1962, wrestles 127. Kenny Adams, class of 1972. Cole Parmley, class of 2013, wrestles from 103 to 126. Bruce Berry, class of 68, wrestles from 103 to 127. Dick Stanford, class of 1979, wrestles 145. Luke Kearney, coach from 1959 to 1965. Tim Cassidy, class of 1982. Ron Bagel, class of 1991, wrestles 145 to 189. Keith Hershey, class of 1996, wrestles 112 to